Welcome to the video on data privacy protection strategies. After watching this video, you'll be able to design data privacy protection strategies for integrating Gen AI in education, describe privacy concerns, tools, and technologies for enhancing privacy in education, and list the best practices for data privacy protection. Implementing generative AI, or Gen AI, in education brings opportunities to enhance learning with privacy concerns. As educational institutions adopt Gen AI in their learning strategies, protecting learners' data has become critical. Therefore, institutions require robust methods to implement privacy design principles, data protection strategies to safeguard learners' data, meet regulatory compliance, and strategies to protect ongoing privacy policies. Let's explore data protection policy in education by understanding how to safeguard learners' data and build trust through transparent practices. Following the best practices to protect sensitive data while using Gen AI tools in education ensures that the integrated AI tools value learners' privacy and adhere to legal and compliance standards. Protecting data develops trust between the learners and the educational institutes, which minimizes the risk associated with data violation and unauthorized access. Data breaches, unauthorized data sharing, and misuse of learners' information can damage an institution's reputation. Therefore, understanding privacy concerns is important. Extremely sensitive data such as learners' records, personal information, performance data, and behavioral information require extra protection as they may be easily violated. Educators and supporting staff should be familiar with regulations such as FERPA, or Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, and GDPR, or General Data Protection Regulation, to maintain learners' data. They should also know the legal obligations for collecting, storing, and sharing learners' data with other organizations. Designing effective data privacy protection strategies begins with data minimization. Collecting only the required data for educational purposes restricts the scope of data exposure. Using anonymous or pseudonym information, or removing or masking learners' personally identifiable information, or PII, helps protect learners' identities in data analysis. Applying secure data storage practices for storing learners' information in data sets and encrypting data while transferring them. Implementing strict user access control with authentication and authorization protocols ensures that only authorized personnel can access sensitive information. Conducting regular audits to stay compliant with privacy policies and monitoring data access logs helps detect and promptly address unauthorized activities. Designing AI tools with privacy strategies at every stage of their development ensures that privacy features are primary concerns. Collecting informed consent forms from learners and parents. Communicate clearly about the scope of data collection and usage. This approach enforces transparency between learners, parents, and educational institutes. Regularly reviewing data lifecycle practices and defining data retention and deletion policies ensure that the data complies with privacy standards. Educational institutions can leverage certain tools and technologies to enhance their privacy standards. State-of-the-art encryption is a method for securing data during storage and transition. Next is role-based access control, or RBAC, which ensures the data is accessible to authorized users. To add a layer of security, use multi-factor authentication, or MFA. Leverage privacy-enhancing technologies, or PETs, such as differential privacy, which adds noise to data to prevent individuals' re-identification. However, using centralized learning approaches allows AI models to learn from decentralized data without transferring sensitive information. Automated compliance monitoring tools regularly monitor data practices and highlight real-time non-compliance data. Education institutions can follow certain best practices to protect data privacy for the implemented data privacy tools. Regularly update the privacy policies to reflect changes in technology and regulatory standards, encouraging feedback from the stakeholders to identify and address potential privacy issues. Providing regular training to educators and support staff on privacy protection best practices fosters a culture of privacy awareness within the institution. Collaborating with IT experts, legal advisors, and data protection officers can help you understand privacy policies and their updates, ensuring comprehensive privacy protection strategies. Lastly, maintain detailed records of data handling practices, access controls, and audit reports. sharing privacy protection measures with stakeholders for building trust and accountability. In this video, you've learned the data privacy protection strategies and best practices. Data breaches, unauthorized data sharing, and misuse of learners' information can damage an institution's reputation. Therefore, understanding privacy concerns is important. To protect data, collect only required information from the learner, use anonymous information for data analysis, apply secure data storage practices, verify user access control, and regularly audit data to comply with privacy policies. You can implement certain tools at the beginning of designing AI tools for education, such as state-of-the-art encryption methods for data security, RBAC for data access to authorized users, MFA for multi-layer security, and PETS for adding noise to data to prevent re-identification. However, collecting informed consent forms and regularly reviewing privacy policies ensures that the data are compliant with privacy standards. Lastly, regularly update the privacy policies, provide training to the educators and support staff on privacy protection, and collaborate with policy experts to build trust and transparency for data privacy.